I have this coding tip, and what I want to say here is you don't have to remember everything. All right, so when learning to code, it's important to focus and understand the fundamental concepts, syntax, rather than trying to memorize everything. While there is a vast amount of information available online, having a strong foundation in the basics will enable you to solve problems and create your own projects. Therefore, prioritizing learning the core concepts and building a solid understanding of the fundamentals and using the online resources as needed to supplement your learning is the best way becoming a successful developer. Alright, so that's why I'm showing you how to search on Google, how to get those information and apply that in whatever you're learning so that you become practically ready to build any type of full stack web applications by the end of this course. That is my goal. All right, now the next topic I also want to cover is writing comments. Now comments are really important because as you write code, your file will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now this is a very simple page, right? So later it can grow bigger. It may have a lot of information. For example, a HTML page may have the navigation, then you may have the image, then have certain cards, some price list, some other information. I mean, there can be a lot of content. So all the code, leaving it like this, can be confusing for yourself and for others if you will be working in a team. So instead, what you can do is you can write comments so that it can be helpful to understand your code for yourself and for others as well. So here what you can do is you can write comment in HTML like this. So I can use shortcuts command / and that gives me that syntax. Anything you write inside, that is a comment and that will not be rendered on the page. Now if you don't get that, you can manually try to write that. So opening bracket, exclamation mark, double dash, space, double dash, and then close. All right, and then inside here you can write your comment, but it's much easier to use shortcut command or control / and that gives you that syntax ready to write comment. All right, so this is head section. Now of course this comment doesn't really make much sense. This is very simple, but I'm showing you how to write comment. All right, so this is body section. All right, so that's how you can write comments in HTML. In CSS it looks a little different, so let's give it a try writing some comment here in the CSS as well. So for example, this one, again I can use command / or control / or you can manually type like that, / asterisk / and here in between you can write your comment. And you can even go multi-line by going it to a different line. This CSS is targeting a div with an ID. All right, so that's how you can write comment in CSS as well. Next topic we're going to cover is how to use Google fonts. So Google provides various fonts that are stylish and that can add impressive design to your website. So you can Google search Google fonts and check out all the available fonts. So you can see a lot of different types of fonts available. I personally like to go to W3 Schools page for Google fonts. So you can type Google fonts W3, and this page it will show you some examples as well. So if you want to use, for example, let's say a Sophia font, this is how you can include it in your head section, and then you can apply that font using CSS font family. You can choose that font, Sophia. All right, so there's another example, for example, audio wide. It's pretty cool font, you can see, and that's how you use it. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so let's give it a try. And that is also here you will find in this PDF using a link you can use the fonts, or another way is you can import like this in your CSS file as well using the full path at import URL. All right, so let's give it a try. So let's say we want to use this font audio wide. By the way, there are lots of other fonts available here. You can go to font family. They have lots of the whole list of Google fonts here. Let me just search again, W3 schools Google fonts. How to use Google fonts. So this one should have all the fonts available. You can see here all the fonts and how they look. You can see that here as well. So it is much easier to look at the example and decide which one you want to use. I want to give this a try, Advent Pro. So let me click try it. Grab the link. Go back to my project. Go to index.html and put that in the head section. So before the closing head, let's paste that here. By the way, I'm going to hide the sidebar using Command 2. Okay, again Command 2, that will show and hide. And if you want to hide the sidebar, you can do Command 1. Alright, so I've got the font. The link is right here. Now that doesn't change anything unless you apply to any of these using CSS. So at the moment, if you try, go back to your page, you don't see anything different. But let's say we want to apply that font to all our headings from H1 all the way to H6. And we can do that using the CSS right here. Let's have a comment, apply Advent, that's right here, Advent Pro. Apply Advent Pro font to all headings. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, and you want to apply font family, and that is Advent Pro. Okay, I missed the letter D. All right, okay, let's try that again. And you see we have a different font that is applied on all our headings. Now let's check out the other way of importing the font. So you can grab this URL, remove it from here. I'm just going to comment it out, Command/ to comment out. And then here I can use import as well. So at import URL, and here you use that URL. Alright, so that way also you can import. So if you try, it still works. Even though we removed that from heading, I have commented that out, and still it works because that is another valid way of importing fonts.